Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining Jacobs. So today is actually going to be like a more Rachel special. So as we talked before, this year we are going on a cruise. Now, this is my first time ever going on a cruise, but it's definitely not Rachel's. Rachel's been on many cruises, and so there's like a few things that we wanted to kind of make a video about, and so this is going to be Cruising 101, and we're going to ask Rachel a couple questions, and she's going to answer them for us. All right, Rach, so this is a good question for everybody in the audience.
All right.
And this question a lot of people probably have is, what is the best cruise line?
Yes. Okay, so it all really depends on what you're looking for. All cruises are great because it's a vacation. It's really a matter of, do you want to have fun? Do you want a luxury? Do you want to party? Like, what are you looking for? From my experience, I've been on the two extremes. I've been on Carnival, and then I went on a Disney cruise as well. And that was like very extravagant. Like,
Total opposite of Carnival.
Opposite. So nice. Like, they knew your name. Like, everyone working there was like magical, and like they had like Mickey walking around.
Who is it? The mouse.
They had like a slide that went off the side of the cruise ship. Like, they had movies playing in there that like were in theaters, but they were Disney movies. Like, it was just phenomenal.
So when it comes to a cruise, you kind of get what you pay for. So like the more expensive is probably the nicer, the better one.
So any cruise line is great. It just really depends on you and what you're looking for.
Cool. Next question is probably another one that a lot of people have. Okay. For me, like, I've never been on a cruise.
Yeah.
So which is better for like a first time cruise? Is it a short or a long cruise?
I would do a short cruise.
Here's so your first cruise, do a short cruise.
Yes. Your first cruise ever, I would say do a short cruise. One, you have no idea if you get seasick. Two, you might pick a bad cruise. Say you're on Carnival, you might be like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine 8 more nights with these people. It's good to experiment on a short amount of time rather than being stuck on a 8-night-long cruise and you can't get off. In my opinion, stick to the short cruise, feel it out, see if you like it. If you don't like it, you've done it, it's an experience. Oh well, it's over. If you like it, then you know, like, hey,
that's what you want to do.
I want to do this. Like, let's go on a week-long cruise. Let's do a 10-night cruise.
Next question, and you kind of said this a little bit in the last question about seasick. So do people get seasick, and how do you handle that if you do?
I get seasick. It sucks. I cannot do any roller coasters without throwing up. I get on a boat and I get sick. Even on a massive cruise ship, I get sick. So how I handle it is I either get medication from my doctor. I'm going to be calling him before our cruise, getting anti-nausea medicine. I also take C-bands with us. I bring peppermint oil, Dramamine. I bring everything just in case I need it. Usually after the first night, for me personally, I get my sea legs, and it's just that first night that I have a rough night. I down a few Sprite, and then I'm fine. After that, I'm totally good. But I've heard of cases where people really do get sick like every single night. But there are ways to cope with it, though it may not be the most fun.
Okay, awesome. Next question for cruising is, how far out should I book my cruise if I'm planning on going on this cruise?
Okay, the best deals you'll get for your cruise ticket, like your tickets, is 90 days out. There's a website called vacationstogo.com. And I actually watch our cruises on there, and I don't book for 90 days out, because you have to think, the cruise is leaving no matter what. They have rooms that they have to fill and they want to sell, and if they can sell it at a little bit less and like get that deal in those last 90 days, they're going to sell it because they're going anyways. They want your money. So you should book 90 days out from your cruise. That's about, 3 months? Also, watch the websites. Royal Caribbean had like a buy one, get one 60% off, and I booked ours with that. So it made it a lot cheaper for us.
When going on a cruise, do we need a passport?
In my opinion, it's highly recommended. Also, should check with your cruise line. It really depends on where you're going. If you're going to Puerto Rico, you don't need a passport, like if you're an American. But if you're going to the Bahamas, sometimes they would like you to bring either like your birth certificate and your driver's license, or they want you to bring a passport because you are leaving like the US. It's something good to have anyways. You're in international territory, like you might as well have it. If something goes down, you need your passport.
Is everything included in the cost of a cruise?
So when I was a child, I assumed it was. It's not. It sucks. So apparently my husband likes to drink a lot of soda. Apparently beverages, including soda, are not free.
I love Coke.
So you have to like beverage packages, and it all, I guess, depends on your cruise line. With Royal Caribbean, you pay like $8.99 a day per person. And then they have different levels, and honestly, like, it's probably a huge ripoff. But if you can't live without your drinks, like, go ahead, purchase it. It's probably like, if you can drink your weight in soda or beverages, like, it's probably worth it. But if not, don't do it. Also, your food is included to a certain extent.
There we go.
So,
here we go. Good tips right here. Good tips.
You have like your dining halls, like, and they're nice. Like, you get a menu to pick from. It has appetizers. It has your main courses, your salads, your desserts. Very nice things. But then there's specialty restaurants. And then who doesn't want to go to the specialty restaurant when, like, they're making hibachi and Johnny Rockets.
Yeah, Johnny Rockets.
Johnny Rockets.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And all of these cool places are there. It's all really depending on what you want. If you're feeling like, I'm gonna live it up, like, this is our one vacation a year, like, I'm doing it, like, we're gonna go eat wherever we want, buy the dining package. But if you're just trying to, like, ball on a budget, don't buy that dining package. Just eat whatever from the main dining room. It's good anyways.
It's all good food.
Yeah,
it's all good. And then are, like, excursions included?
So there are, like, packages on the cruise ship. It's not like your excursions off the boat aren't included. So when we went on our Disney cruise, like, obviously we could use the pool, we could use the water slide, we could use the movie theater. Things like the spa were not included. Just some of the nicer, luxurious amenities aren't included. So you get a lot on your ship anyways, but shore excursions are not cheaper. Honestly, I was looking between the prices. We're going to Atlantis when we're there, and I was looking at the prices on our, like, cruise, because they were like, oh, massive deal, and, like, the blinking lights email. And we kind of realized, I was, like, looking at it, and I was like, wow, that is a great deal. And then I looked at, like, Atlantis's, and I read how long the cruise ship excursion let us be there, and it was only allowed for 5 hours. Compared to the Atlantis, where you're there for, like, you get a whole day pass.
Yeah.
And, like, you don't have to leave. So just look at, like, little things for that. I typically don't recommend booking through your cruise. Book through, like, the people you're actually going with.
Okay, so there's different dining options that aren't included. There's excursions that aren't included.
Yes.
And then on top of that, is everything on the boats, like, activity-wise, included?
Not always.
There you go. That's the one. So there are activities.
Most of the things.
Yeah, but there are some activities.
There are some that are not
on the boats that are not, that you have to pay extra for. Maybe it's like a bounce house or a wave runner.
Here's a big catch. Wi-Fi is not included.
Oh, ouch.
And they will charge you an arm and a leg because they know you want to keep up with your social media and
you want to
show
be posting
everyone how awesome your trip is, and they'll get you to pay it.
Hey, so that was awesome. So we obviously got a lot of questions answered. Thanks, Dave. So obviously, if you're looking to book a cruise, we really hope this helped in looking for and booking a cruise. And so thank you so much for joining Jacobs. If you want to check out our cruise, we're going to be posting it very shortly coming up. And so if you want to see some of our other videos, check these out. And if you want to subscribe, check this out right over here. We love you. Thank you so much again for joining Jacobs.